όταν μιλάς στα εγγλέζικα.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Ποιος είπε τέτοια πατάτα?
You look like you were a big pain in the neck. Now I have a much lower opinion of you.
That's him. That's the cop. He tried to poke me in the nose.
Άγγελε, δεν κατάλαβα τι είναι αυτό, να μου εξηγήσεις λίγο. Ποιος σου είπε κάτι τέτοιο? Ποιος σου είπε?
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Δεν εξηγείται αλλιώς.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else?
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is now that pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
Well, take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
I don't think this is any use to us. No good to me. Junk.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Yes, mano.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just hung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Τι έγινε, αδερφούλη, κανολώσαμε.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Once with him.
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking.
Sorry, buka keras air itu mikrofon aja.
The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
Vamos a ver qué es.
Can you drive to this one? Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Hey, another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Mal.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids.
What
all in bed
if
from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair. How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Έτσι, μεχανιώτικα.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Stop! LAPD!
See.
We've got an ID on this firebug. Stop right there! A family died in that fire. We need to ask some questions. What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove.
So what we
Fire
do?
doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in
boy.
this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it? You can drive.
105 North Avenue, 52.
Κρασάρι. Περίμενα να αλλάξω επειδή είναι σαν το ακουστικό της Sony, ρε. Είναι μόνο από τη μία πλευρά, περίμενα.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Τι έκανες πελάτη μου πάλι, μπρο μου?
Here they are. Steffens.
Τόσο εύκολο ήταν. Σου άρεσε?
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA. So they are not a government agency? I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions. I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat. You're lying, Cunningham. There's some kind of racket going on here, and you're in on it. And you have a screw loose, Buster. I'm involved in a conspiracy for a $20 family ticket to Catalina? How are you going to prove that? You should go have a drink. Or lie down or something. Get your mouth under control. Thanks for your help. No problem. Wish I could do something for that family. You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now. I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were a Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you? Good man, Cunningham. You're all right. Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
Πες το Χρήστο.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
You're behind the wheel.
Έχετε χαιρετισμούς από
Lynch
το
says we should
Κατερινάκι.
visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Χαιρετάνε.
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Βρήκα το Χρήστο στο Facebook, μου τον έβγαλε προτινόμενους. Πόσα παιχνίδια έχει ρε ο τύπος, τι συλλογές είναι αυτές? Τι επαφές έχεις με 40χρονους, Άγγελε?
We came as soon as we could.
Okay.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Α, πες εσύ τώρα.
Hey, buddy.
You know the way. You can drive. Can you drive to this one? Show?
Όχι ρε φίλε, μην βάλεις
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
Είναι καλό παιδί χρυσό.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Μάλλον επειδή είναι.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Raysick. You should find him in his office.
The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory. She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. I saved a whole year for that car!
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case for that poor lady.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
I used to be indecisive. Now, I'm not so sure. I swear.
Καλά ρε. Ξύπνησες 6 ώρα.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Κάτσε γιατί τον βλέπω ότι ζορίζεται αυτός.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design
Την
since the
Κατερίνα
Model
και εμένα.
70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up.
Όχι ρε χάζε.
At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy.
Και ο Άγγελος μέσα. Άμα θες να του γράψεις να τα μιλήσεις.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Ω, χαμάν. Στα καλά σου όμως.
Operator, give me R&I.
Έρχομαι σε ένα λεπτό πάνω.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ο κόσμος ζήτησε άγγελο. Θα έχει άγγελο.
Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
Ξεκινήσαμε.
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasic. Desperate times indeed.
Για άρχισε να τσιρίζεις λίγο, όπως τα δικά σου, να δούμε αν σε ακούνε όλοι. Να βγάλε με και ψεύτη.
What the hell?
Το κοινό ζήτησε τον Άγγελο. Δεν ακούω τα παιδιά. Ορίστε.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Heavens to Betsy!
Ωπ, 34 στα 95.
Fine. But if the skipper sees us driving around in this, we're dead. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing?
Κοίτα εκεί.
Έλα φιλαράκι, κόπηκες. Παναγιά μου.
Ναι, τα άλλαξα τα ακουστικά για να τον ακούς.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Παναγιά να σε.
Πρέπει να έχω σκατώσει την υπόθεση και τώρα πρέπει να την ξανακάνω από την αρχή. Αν δεν προχωράμε καθόλου γιατί βαριέμαι, τώρα να την ξανακάνω από την αρχή. Να δούμε, έχω κάποιον εδώ πέρα να μιλήσουμε μαζί του.
Don't you have suspects and hot leads waiting on you?
One of these days.
I need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Πού είναι τα ανακριτικά τώρα?
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Ανακριτικά, μάλλον.
You watched the Ham and Galahad fight. It's a mess that was. Anyway, that's the cop who caught the guy.
Στις φυλακές τον χώσανε. Πώς στο διάλογο τον έχουν? Ξανά από την αρχή το mission.
Κάνει ντάμπο φίλος. Έτσι κάνω ντάμπο. Κάνε ντάμπο σου σου γάμω.
Ξανά το mission από την αρχή.
Έλα,
Πάνος βγήκε νωρίς σήμερα.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps.
Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs.
Πώς φάνηκε η φωτογραφία
Social
πάνω μέσα.
basket cases like you two should get along just fine.
Που μέσα μπέμπις.
Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with
Είναι
these
ένα
two.
challenge στο
House
Instagram.
fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
Στείλει τη σε μένα
That's for
τουλάχιστον.
you to find out, detective. Get out of here.
Είχα μια πολύ μικρή, πώς το λένε, υπόνοια το
Get
σάνι.
out!
Κόπηκα από τη ζωή. Κοίτα εκεί ο μπάτσος, φίλε, πώς με κοιτάει. Θα σου φάνε τη γυναίκα, ρε φίλε, να του πηδήξω τη γυναίκα για να ρηχεί στα εξάρχεια. Μωρέ, σωστό είναι έτσι όπως με κοιτάει ο ψηλόμοιος.
The heck?
Πάλι αδερφή.
You're behind the wheel.
Θα ξεκινήσουμε τα ιεραποστολικά.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? I'll look somewhere else.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
You don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Teary lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Πες και εσύ κάτι, ρε αγάπη μου, στο chat.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Οτιδήποτε.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stephens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stephens.
All right.
Πες κάτι αγάπη μου, άγγελε είδωλο. Εντάξει.
Τι άλλο να πω.
Μανία ρε φίλε τώρα, τι.
Bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Θεέ μου, εντάξει, τόσος.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Είναι μέσα στα φεϊκά προσόντα.
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Ό,τι έχω εσένα, αυτό είναι θεϊκό προσόν. Έλα ρε βλάκα, προσπαθώ να είμαι cute με τη δικιά μου και μου λες κριντζάρα.
Αφού κριντζάρα, τι ας πω, τι μ' άρεσε.
Ναι, δώσου, είσαι.
You know the way, you can drive.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds.
Το ξέρω, αλλά μην το κάνεις στο YouTube. Κρίμα είναι. Και εκεί μια χίτα.
Insta Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Κάτσε αρχικά, κάνουμε τον κύκλο. Πω έτσι και μου κολλήσατε την Κατερίνα Λόλ και Λόλ, θα σας μίξω, αλήθεια. Ρε Μίτσο, σχολεία έχεις ανοίξει.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detective? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps.
Άγγελε, Harley.
I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Κοίτα εκεί που το έσκασε ρε ο άλλος, θα του σκάσω τη μάγα στα δύο.
Stop! LAPD! We got an ID on this firebug. Stop right there! What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil.
Και του άρεσε κιόλας.
Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Mal.
You gonna stick it out, Paul?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Τώρα δεν μπορεί να σε απαντήσω στο YouTube
There's been a
αυτό το
spate
πράγμα.
of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective?
Τόσο
This is a
σωστό.
murder and not an accident. Sharing
Έλα.
information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
Ναι
I
ρε
need something
φίλε.
concrete now before the department gets wind of it. I'm an arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, man. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Καλά με 5 αστέρια αυτή η υπόθεση δεν παίρνεται τίποτα.
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
Άρα κάτι έχω ξεχάσει.
Ανέβασε και άλλη πεσμένη στο δέντρο.
Ποια?
Αυτή που είχε βγάλει φωτογραφία είναι στην άλλη πόση κάτω από το δέντρο.
Ποια είναι αυτή?
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Το δεύτερο γυμναστήριο.
Α.
Αυτή που θα πετύχει εκεί πέρα που θα προχωρήσει.
Ναι. Α.
Το Μάκης έβγαλε.
Θα σταματήσει να κάνεις παρέα με πολλούς άνθρωπους.
You can drive.
Έλα, βάλει καμία από αυτοί που είμαστε από το γυμνάσιο. Γιατί ρε φίλε?
Γιατί ανεβάζω γενικότερα για να ανεβάσω.
Εγώ θα ήθελα να δω ένα μικρό άγγελο. Στείλει σε μένα και δεν θα τη δείξω πουθενά.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham, can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Η Κατερίνα λέει ότι μπαίνει για μας τους δύο στο live. Η Κατερίνα λέει ότι μπαίνει για μας τους δύο στο live.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Stephens.
Πάμε άλλη μία.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Fuck.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't
Θα
believe
κλείσω
so.
αυτό το broadcast και θα
Government
ανοίξω καινούριο.
organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes,
μην
they
είσαι
were.
τέτοιος.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Όχι ρε, το έχω κλείσει ακόμα.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look,
Το
there's
μήνυμα
supposed to be some sort of
ανακλήθηκε.
supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the
Δηλαδή τι το
reality is, the
έσβησες?
Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Όχι Κατερίνα.
Thanks for your help. No problem. Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.